Hello there, it's me Tom, and today I'm doing a series of videos looking at my project for the song Laputa, which you can find on my YouTube channel. And I split this into 4 separate videos: mastering, drums, samples and synths. This one is going to be on synths, so very light on synths, this project, at least for my kind of standards. Obviously on this channel I do a lot of kind of synth tutorials, but you'll actually notice there's only 2 synths in this song. So let's go ahead and look at that. We've got the sub bass here, which couldn't be more straightforward, honestly. So it is a sine wave, what is it? A sine wave and a grown 3 wave, and basically nothing too special about these, and then they run into a low pass, and then that responds to a key track. Obviously this only plays 2 notes or 3 notes, so I just wanted something that said, you know, that's these high notes are just going to come out just a little bit more than the low ones. This synth really is just reinforcing the track's low end. So you know, if I didn't have this in there, you'd only really kind of have the drums. I've automated the level of it just to kind of give it a bit of movement, so it's not too stale. Otherwise it would stand out too much. And that's pretty much it. If we just try and listen to it in the mix, you won't really hear it. And that's kind of the point, because it's just kind of filling this area that I've marked out here. So yeah, just boosted that low end just to really kind of point out what I wanted to. It's sidechained to the main break of the song, just to kind of make sure that it's not colliding with those drum hits and that they can come through the sub bass. And it's in mono as well, because I wanted to keep the low end in mono, at least for the kind of bass and drum, so that they really hit in the center, and then I could scatter stuff to the side of the stereo spectrum. So that's pretty much that synth. And now we move on to this one, which is a lot more complicated actually. I almost did a tutorial on this, but I decided against it because it was just too much, and it was a bit long. So I'm not going to go through all of this in this video, I don't think. What I will do is attach a download to the description of this video so you can take a look at it for yourself, but we'll just walk through very briefly looking at what it does. So the first thing you probably noticed about it is it uses quite a lot of modulation. So this LFO here controls wavetable positions and you know, noise, color, and then we've got another LFO here controlling our filters and some other bits, and then this performer is hooked up to the modulation oscillator to kind of keep that moving as well. So there's lots of intricate parts to this. Even the pan is modulated a bit as well, and there's a control here for the reverb, which I use to kind of bring in and out the reverb. Like, I don't normally do this, but what I wanted was this kind of effect that sort of happened. Like, let's see if we can hear it. And this is the synth, by the way. I probably should have showed you, but yeah, as these notes develop more, because we've got this huge attack time, please, then, you know, the reverb comes out with them, which kind of makes sense if you think about it. The more of a sound that you have, the more reverb it would kind of have, if that makes sense. It would create more echoes in the space. So as you can hear, this pad, you know, it's very kind of airy, and actually if I take off this low pass, you can hear there's a bit more to that bottom there, but I wanted to keep it kind of sharp. And also this high pass, I don't know, for me it just kind of added the kind of eerie atmosphere that I wanted to it. It felt like something was kind of cut out of the sound, and that just seemed to match the aesthetic of the song. It wasn't something that I didn't add. It was something that I didn't add until a very kind of long time into the project, because I sort of felt like something was missing, and it really just kind of brought the track together, I think, if we just take a listen to it. So both kind of rhythmically, you know, with this delay going in and out, and just the way the LFOs move, and just kind of as the sound is on its own, it kind of adds this rhythm to the song, and, you know, a great deal of atmosphere. The other thing I did with this sound was actually sample it. This is actually an earlier version of the synth, but we can take a listen to it. So I went in and sampled it, and then not on this clip actually, but on this clip over here, you can see I've used a resonator here to kind of bring out some of the tonal qualities, and I stretched it out loads and I pitched it down a bit. So the reason that I did this was because of this effect. Now, let me really bring this up so we can hear it. I mean, that whole eeriness, I don't think I would get that out of the synth in the way that it moves at this pace. Obviously, with warp on and pitch down, it's still at the same pace until I slow it out loads. So the pitch and the time are not linked. And I think that has a big deal to do with the sound itself. So there's more delay on this, and I've cut the low end again, and I've spread it out a bit to the sides as well, actually. So it just kind of keeps it a little bit less in your face. And if we listen to this bit of the song, there's kind of lots happening in the middle, lots in the stereo space. So I just wanted to kind of make sure the sound kind of didn't encroach on their territory too much. And obviously, like I said, I didn't put it in until quite a way into the project, so there was already quite a lot going on there. So I think that's pretty much it for Synths. I'll make sure I leave that download for you in the description. I can't remember which version of Massive this is, so but it should be fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'm going to go make the next video.